Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They go play action now. Jackson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
But there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And this time he is in.
Yes.
J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Dolphins 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game.
How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll run with Edmonds. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 45 on second down, Bridgewater.
Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
2nd and 12. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
Gun, it's Jackson.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They run it here with Edmonds. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Bridgewater. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens 30-yard line.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Adafe Owe. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Finding room to the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Running left, here's Edmonds. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Bridgewater now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Trying to lay one up deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Edmonds. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Bridgewater. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Bridgewater to throw it.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
That's complete to Mooney. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26, check 26. Deuce. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check 3. Jim. Watch twist.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. That's to his running back, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Come on, man.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Jackson to throw. Sends it to the sideline, and Mooney makes the catch.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Again, it's Edwards. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides